Hi, my name is Jason Taylor, and I'm the Vice President of Riverside Meals on Wheels. And I'm super excited about this video and the email you just received. This is the first effort of our newly formed volunteer committee. Right now it consists of our past president, Janine Brown, Doug Shepard, and myself. We're looking forward to very soon adding one or two of you volunteers, and also helping as an ad hoc member of this committee is Allison, who you see when you go to pick up your meals in the morning. The purpose of this committee is pretty self-explanatory. It's to create a communication channel between the board of directors, between the volunteers, and also between the families that we serve. So we're looking forward to this being a wonderful enhancement to Meals on Wheels and really helping us grow and become better at what we do. Going forward in these communications, what you're going to see is some news about the volunteers, a volunteer spotlight here and there, Meals on Wheels news, and the same thing for board of directors news and board of directors spotlight, so we can really get to know who each other are. And as well, donor news and spotlights, so we can really recognize those people and those businesses that are really helping us grow. Before getting into the actual message, I want to apologize for the amateurish look of the email and this video presentation. Obviously, I'm not a graphic designer, videographer, or public speaker, but I'm going to do my best and hopefully get some good information out to you, and hope this helps us all get better. On the volunteer news, we pretty much covered that. We're just kicking off this committee, and we're looking forward to a lot of activity and some regular communications going back and forth between the board and the volunteers, so we can help grow what we do. On to Riverside Meals on Wheels news. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm only going to be able to highlight some of it unless you want to be on this, watch this video for 25 minutes or more. It's been a crazy 20 months, and not just because of COVID. I'm not even going to get into COVID. We all know about that and how we deal with it. I'm going to talk about the state of Meals on Wheels. When I got on the board in the fall of 19, we had a significant debt, really big debt. And we also had no money in the bank, and that's a difficult combo to work with. So some serious decisions had to be made, and we made some tough ones, and we made them quickly, and I'm glad we did, because I think we've had a full turnaround, 180-degree turnaround in Meals on Wheels. Some of the things that happened during that time is we only had a few directors on our board, just a handful. So there's really no history to work off of. And now we're up to 10 members of the board and actively recruiting more. So we're going to get this up to a full, robust board. And that's where I hope a lot of you volunteers can come in and help too. We couldn't find any bylaws, couldn't find any old minutes. So our board of directors, we buckled down and we put some history together. We have a lot more to gather. We've rewritten our bylaws. So we have a structure going forward. And the most exciting news is we got lean and mean. We changed our staffing makeup. We went down to 2 very part-time employees because we had to just operate lean and mean. And in those last 20 months, we've paid off all our debt. Meals on Wheels is 100% debt-free. We are so proud of that, and it feels so good. And on top of that, we have money in the bank. We're in a financially stable place for the first time in I don't know how many years, since certainly in my less than 2 years on the board, and that's great. And how do we do it? The board members, the ones that came on, the ones that were already on, rolled up our sleeves and went to work. And I'm really proud to have worked with these people. I mean, this is a lot of hard work. Everybody on this board has other jobs, owns businesses, or whatever they do in the community, and we maintained all those things at the same time. We got into the daily grind of Meals on Wheels, and we kept it alive and made it happen, because it's an important thing for our community. It's an important thing for our seniors, and it's 100% worth it. And like I said, I'm really proud to work with these people. And the big thank you goes out to our volunteers. Through all of this, nothing stopped. We kept serving meals, and that's on top of COVID. But through everything else that was happening in the background, we're grinding away trying to see if we can keep the doors open one more day at a time. You volunteers kept coming. Allison stayed out there working. And our seniors got their meals, which is really impressive. And just know that our entire board's grateful for everything you do. And we're looking forward to this committee being a channel to show that gratitude and to help us grow together, because we know you're in it as much as we are, and we're in it as much as you are. Everybody's worked really hard. Some big projects we have coming up is one I mentioned earlier. We're trying to recruit more directors. We're going to be reaching out to your volunteers. If you have some interest in serving, please reach out to us. I'm going to leave my contact information at the end of this video, and it's also in the email. And next one's going to sound contradictory. We're going to add an ED. We're going to hire an executive director. And that's contradictory because we just talked about how we rolled up our sleeves, got lean and mean, and operated as austerely as possible. But now it's time. We're in a stable financial place, and this extra support is what we need to grow. So we want to do our best to hire the right person. We think it's a great job for somebody. I have the job description. If anybody's interested in it, I would love to share it with you because we're reaching out to, potential candidates all the time. And we hope to have someone in place in the next few months. And we think that's going to be, along with growing our board, that's going to be the next step to the growth and advancement of Riverside Meals on Wheels. Board news, I'm going to skip it all together. Later on, I'm not going to skip it all together. I'm going to read off our board members. They deserve it. But later on, I'll do a board spotlight too. We'll take one by one and just kind of introduce you to everybody. First off is our President, Judy Tunison. Myself, Jason Taylor, is Vice President. Andrew Woodard is our Treasurer. Allison Dale is our Secretary. Our immediate past President, someone who really kept us going through all this, is Janine Brown. She really spent a lot of time in the office working on day-to-day operations. So just giant thank you to Janine. And then Elijah Estrada, Doug Shepard, Bob Sterner, Micah Takuda, and John Welsh. And that's your current board of directors. Again, we're hoping to really double that in size and strength. But what a great group of people it is, and I'm proud to be on that board. And lastly, I want to talk about donor news. We had our first big event in I don't know how long, obviously pre-COVID, and it was fantastic. It was our summer jubilee. It was hosted by the Lunisons at their beautiful home in the orange groves of Riverside. The Lunisons are made up of Jay Lude and Judy Tunison. Judy is our current board president, and they really threw a great party for us. It was amazing. They had a full-size Ferris wheel in their yard, live music, great food, and a lot of good people came together, had a great time, and raised some good money benefiting Meals on Wheels. So that was great. It was a nice reintroduction to the community. And next is an event that I'm putting on in my company, Surety Home Care. We provide in-home elder care services. And I tried to have this event 2 years ago, May 4th, 2020, and I just ended up, due to COVID restrictions, being postponed all the way till May 2nd, 2022. And it's going to be a golf tournament at the beautiful and historic Victoria Club in Riverside. It's going to benefit the Alzheimer's Association and Riverside Meals on Wheels, and it's going to be a big event. I know golf tournaments. I've put on a lot of great ones over the years, and I'm going to make this one as good as anything I've ever done. We already have a number of players signed up. We've got some sponsors already signed up. We've got a few volunteers in there. And as soon as I have a little bit more information, I'm going to send more out. I'm going to send an invite to all of you who might want to play, might want to donate, might want to volunteer. But please put it on your calendar. May 2nd, 2022 at the Victoria Club, the Surety Home Care Give Back. We're going to raise some good money for Meals on Wheels, and everyone's going to have a great time. Everybody, thank you for listening to me babble for this long, but it was good and important news. Really appreciate everything you do for Meals on Wheels. We know how important it is, and just please know how grateful we are. I'm looking forward to this new volunteer committee to help us communicate and get to know each other, and expect some more communications from me soon. I'd love to hear from you, hear why you volunteer, maybe hear some history on Meals on Wheels. My cell phone is 951-712-7843. That's 951-712-7843. My email address is jason@suretyhomecare.com. That's SURETY. So jason@suretyhomecare.com. And you probably forgot already since the beginning of the video. My name's Jason Taylor. Thank you for everything you do, and I'm really looking forward to connecting.